Originally from Mozambique, the multi-international and Sama award-winning jazz artist and composer Ivan Mazuze, after finishing his master's degree in ethnomusicology at UCT, has established himself as a household name within the international jazz community. Now based in Norway, Ivan is in South Africa to promote his new album, Ubuntu. Welcome to our loft, Ivan.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
I get the feeling that our local jazz artists do so exceptionally well overseas, especially in Scandinavian countries. What is the jazz scene like, I suppose, between here and Europe?
Well, jazz in fast and place is broad in terms of genres within jazz. And what the African musicians, Southern African musicians bring into the Nordic jazz is a different flavor of the Southern African jazz.
Yeah, but you are a whole combination of flavors, because I suppose your music has obviously Mozambican inspirations, South African, and then of course Latin, but also inspirations from all over the world.
Yes, because I have become a traveling musician.
Yeah.
I'm Mozambican born. I lived in Mozambique when I was 19 years old. I was active with Mozambican bands and Mozambican musicians while I was living there. I came to Cape Town to take up studies. While I was a student, I was already acting as a professional musician, playing with a lot of different musicians in South Africa. And then my career extended to Norway, where I've been exposed to all African musicians living there from different parts of Africa, as well as Nordic musicians, the whole Europe, and in contact with many other musicians from different parts of the world.
But apart from being such a talented musician as well, I think you understood from a young age that you needed to almost manage yourself and understand the business around music. So I think you started your own publishing company, your own production company.
Sure.
How important is it for musicians to run their art like a business?
Yes, it is important, because you cannot separate music as non-business. It is business. That's why we have recording companies in South Africa and all over the world. We have a publishing companies. But for myself, it was important to start my own publishing, my own label, to understand how things work. I don't run my own label today. I have decided to have somebody doing that for me, so I can focus more into the music.
Exactly.
But we should not separate music from the business. It goes together.
And what's life like there? I mean, what kind of Nordic inspirations are you drawing from there for your career?
Well, how let's say, if you're in an environment, if you're in a country, you live in a country, you get influenced by the environment naturally. And I think it's a reflection of my latest album. I have some Nordic musicians which are part of my band in Norway, and they just naturally, I feel that my music needs this, because I'm part of this new environment. Obviously, it becomes influence in my music.
Touching on your new album, tell us about Ubuntu. Where did the entire concept come from, and the name, of course?
Well, it's because the last 3 years I've been practicing Ubuntu myself. The terminology Ubuntu is used in whole Africa and many other continents. But the terminology is used in a different way. In Mozambique, instead of saying Ubuntu, is Ubuntu with M. But I've been practicing in a way that when I go home, I try to contribute to the communities and to the individuals around me, in order for them to see their development. Yeah. And Ubuntu is quite broad as well. It's about sharing, right? It's about getting to know one another in order to know ourselves.
Well, I really look forward to hearing some tracks from it. You're going to be performing right here in the loft a little bit later.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to it.
Good. Thank you so much for coming through to visit us.
Thank you so much.
Don't go away. We're going to have a live performance right here in the loft after this.